This is a geometry problem, so we can draw a triangle. It deals with triangles. Let's draw our triangle. Just draw some triangle. Any triangle will probably do. Now, here's what we know. We know that one angle is 10 degrees less than. Now, remember, here's that less than. So what comes after less than is where we start. So 10 degrees less than twice the measure of the smallest angle. So what's coming after then is the smallest angle. So why don't we do this? Why don't we let x be the measure of the smallest angle? Now, it doesn't really matter which one we label. I'll label this one because it looks the smallest. And then what we know from this statement is that one angle, say one of these other angles, this one or this one, is 10 degrees less than twice this one. So 10 degrees less than twice this. So let's label that. Maybe we can do it with this angle right here. This one is going to be 10 degrees less than twice that. So there's that than again. So here's twice that angle, and we want 10 degrees less. So this represents 10 less than twice this one. And then we're told that the third angle, right, the third angle is 30 degrees more than, there's that more than, the measure of the smallest angle. So what's coming after more than is the smallest angle again. There it is. And this third angle is 30 degrees more than this. So let's indicate that. So this is going to be x and 30 more. Now, a fact from geometry is that if you add up the measures of three angles of a triangle, that comes out to always 180 degrees. So here's what we know. We know that our x plus the 2x minus 10 plus the x plus 30, that's got to be 180. So here's our first angle. Measure the first angle. Here's the measure of the second angle. Here's the measure of the third angle. You add those up and you get to 180. So there's our equation. Let's see what we have. We have an x, two more, that's three of them, and one more, that's four x's, right? So we're going to have four x's. And then we've got negative 10, and we're going to add 30, so that gives us a plus 20. So we'll write our plus 20, and the whole thing's equal to 180. So let's solve this. Let's subtract 20. So we're going to subtract 20, so we'll get 4x equals 160. Divide by 4. And we'll get x equals 4 into 16 is 4 and a 0, so we'll get 40. And it's a word problem, so we know what to do. We have to look back to the beginning of the problem to see what x is. So our x, there it is right there. That's the smallest angle. Now, we need two other angles because we're trying to find, right up here, find the measures of the three angles. We've got one of them. So right below it, we've got this, 2x minus 10. So I'm going to write that over here. You know what, I'm running out of room here. So how about this? The 2x minus 10, well, that's going to be 2 times 40 minus 10. We'll get 80 minus 10 is 70. So we've got 40 degrees for one angle, 70 degrees for the other angle, another angle. And now we've also got this angle up here, x plus 30. So let's get that one. So right here, how about x plus 30? X was 40, so we'll get 40 plus 30. That's 70 again. So it looks like our three angles are going to measure, I'll do it up here, 40 degrees, 70 degrees, 70 degrees. So I'm going to claim that this is the measure of our three angles, and I'm just going to run a quick check now. What do you get here? If you take 40 and 70, you get 110, and 70 is 180. I think it checks.